cable television. I'm guessing that doesn't come at a cheap price. It could range between anywhere from $50 to over $100+. Let's travel back in time to the year 2011, when I too paid for cable television. I arrived home after work one day. I checked the mail for my mailbox for mail. I walked into my home, sat on the couch. But when I opened my cable bill, I immediately noticed the cost for me to watch cable television had jumped to $100 plus tax. I clearly remember when I opened my cable bill that day, my initial reaction. What the? This is ridiculous. I'm paying over $100? I started asking myself questions like, what happened? Why did I not know about this? Wasn't it $60 a month? Why is cable so expensive? A lot of these questions you might ask yourselves after this presentation here. At least I'm hoping so. The list of questions I have go on and on. I was infuriated with anger towards the cable television provider that I immediately called them to get some answers. Turns out the promotional offer of $60 a month had expired, and I would now be stuck with paying over $100 a month plus tax. I immediately canceled my television service once and for all. I had enough. I had made up my mind that day in 2011 to never again subscribe with any cable television provider, and instead proceeded to look into some research regarding this matter. Little did I know, that day when I canceled my cable television provider, I became what is now known as a cord cutter. And as the years went on, I became more aware of the cord cutters movement. The following is an example of what I'm talking about. It's from an article issued by the Canadian Press on October 2014. Cord cutters rejoiced last week. Customers tired of paying big fees for hundreds of channels they never watch just to have access to a few favorite shows might be expected to start canceling cable service in droves. Why would anyone sign up for cable? That was a sigh of relief for myself. What did this mean though? It meant that the cord cutters movement was finally starting to impact cable television providers. That meant that change was on its way for us all. Furthermore, 5 years later, present time, my story ended up being similar to the same story in an article I read by the San Diego Union Tribune titled, "Cord Cutting, It's Easier and Cheaper Than You Think." You heard this story before. Someone gets fed up with their cable company and drops the service, either in an act of defiance or disillusionment. They choose instead to rely on internet-based services and mobile apps for video entertainment. Yep, that was me all right. As I stated above, we were canceling cable television from our cable providers in order to make a statement. This group of cord cutters wasn't something we signed up for. We just joined by canceling our cable television. We knew what we were doing was the right thing to do in hopes that sooner, rather than later, there will be more cord cutters to follow. Gathering enough cord cutters would mean that the cable television providers had no choice but to make drastic changes to their monthly cable television charges. With that being said, in yet another article issued on April 15, 2016 by UPI Top News titled, "Obama Throws Support Behind Cable Box Competition." What does that mean? In other words, President Barack Obama has issued an order for the Federal Communications Commission, and I quote, 60 days to come up with specific areas that hinder competition in the industry and expand consumer choice. If more people become cord cutters themselves, you, for example, before these next 60 days, it would shock the cable television companies that much more. knowing that we stand behind our nation's leader, forcing them to do the right thing by offering cable television to us all, affordable cable television to us all. So I urge you to become a cord cutter yourself starting today. In a recent study released April 2016 by Leachman Research Group, who conducts actionable research on the broadband media and entertainment industries, where they state the following. New Consumer finds that 65% of United States television households have at least one television set connected to the internet via a video game system, a smart TV, a Blu-ray player, and or a standalone device. For example, Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, or Amazon Fire TV. All of these services are up from 44% compared to 2014 and 24% from 2010. Clearly the cord cutters movement is finally paying off. But we still need more cord cutters like you to help the movement. You see, the cord cutters are making drastic changes already. Join the movement, become a cord cutter today. What else can you do? Let's look at other options and solutions. You can, as I mentioned earlier, these devices, you can start watching your favorite television shows and movies at a much lower cost. Forget about paying the $50 to $100+ a month. First of all, you have high definition television. You can get all the local channels in the Bay Area and are in HD quality for free. How do you do that? You purchase one of these bad boys. All right? Yes, looks like a, sword of some sort. This is actually an antenna that I have in my living room. I have my television in the center of the room. I have this antenna close to the exterior window. Now, there's a cable which I haven't placed behind the wall. However, I get channel 2, channel 11 NBC. You get at least 25 channels in HD quality, all because of this. There's also a website various sites where you can look up where is the best signal that you can point your antenna to receive the clear signal without any interruption. Believe me, these things work. They come in various shapes and sizes, small ones, flat ones you can put against the wall, miniature size, maybe a 10 by 12, you name it. You can get the bunny ears ones. I don't know if you remember them from back in the days when we had the dial televisions. That can work as well, but they're a little more advanced nowadays. Now, hooking this device up to your television will take less than 10 minutes. All right, now, you can also rely on Redbox. You can go to your nearest Redbox location, purchase one of these, $1.50 for a day, you can watch it, no problem. So, what I'm getting at is, in my case, I knew better than to be stuck with paying a monthly cable bill of $100 plus tax for the rest of my life. Since I made that commitment from 2011 to now, which is exactly 5 years, I have saved over $6,000+. I must say that was the best decision of my life. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, who likes to get ripped off just to be able to watch cable television at home? Not me. Maybe you do, but I sure don't. You know what I would like? I would like for each and every one of you to save that money instead. Save that money for a rainy day. Save that money to go on a family vacation. Heck, you could save that money for your kids' college tuition, or even save that money to buy that special someone a gift. Now, doesn't that sound much better instead of wasting your hard-earned money just to be able to watch cable television? I'm guessing everyone agrees that saving their money sounds much better. I strongly urge you to become a cord cutter yourself. You can do so by going home today and calling your cable television provider, as I did that day in 2011, and have them disconnect your cable television service effective immediately. Thank you.